You're still under house arrest. You'll get arrested.
There's always a choice. Did I face the apocalypse before I spend another second with you punks?
Freeze! It's the anime police! You are going to jail for real this time!
Yeah, see, that ain't gonna happen. You ain't catching me. Get out of jail free card.
Nani! It's not possible! Just kidding. You're still going to jail.
Welcome to another episode of Core Discussions. My name is Legacy.
And my name's Max.
I'm Ian Katan here.
My name's Jamie.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Vitamin J.
All right, so we have some special guests as today we get into our discussion of top animes. And we did have some rules about this because anime has to be created in Japan, not China. If it's made in China, it's called something different. I forgot the name, but it's called
tell us, right?
You said you would rehearse that.
I was going to rehearse it, and then I completely butchered it, and, stuff got in the way. But we have top 10 animes. We have a couple of special guests here who are more knowledgeable than others of us on animes. They all sent me a list. I did not participate in this because I have watched all of probably 3 animes in my life, so I cannot come up with a list. So to respect the integrity of these lists,
And one of the 3 you watched doesn't count because it's Avatar.
No. I don't count Avatar as an anime because, trust me, it should have won if it's counted as anime. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. So, because I've watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, and Pokemon are the only ones of this list. I watched a little Gundam Wing, which I heard counts. So, very little. So, kind of the same basic rules. You have to have watched at least like half the show so you actually get a good feel for it. And so, for those of you who are new, never watched before, they all sent me a list, 1 through 10. 1 got 10 points. The 10th place got 1 point. I added up. Totals all came to it, and that is it. So, gentlemen, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Yep.
I learned about a lot of new shows that I never heard, and excuse me for some of the butchering that might happen. All right?
That's the best part.
Sure. So, I got a total of 43 animes. About 10 of them have I ever heard of in my life before. Maybe 13. There's a couple Ian I think has told me before, but I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot. And try typing these down on an Excel sheet and see how long this is. Okay, we got 11 on the list because there was a 3-way tie at the 9th place. So added all of them. So coming in, these all were coming in with 10 points. And I'm going to break one down by each one. So the first one we are going to talk about was actually Catan's number 1. It is Shamanetta, or A Boring World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes Doesn't Exist.
Yeah, okay.
According to Ian's notes.
All right,
I know that's not what it means, but that was his note.
True. Before I start, I'm going to do something special I've been playing for the pod. So I'm going to show it right now. Okay. Let me just make sure the setting looks good. Hopefully this works. Oh god, Discord's giving me... Alright, let's go. Let's go. So I have I wanted to show myself on camera, quote unquote.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Ian, you just wow.
Alright.
I know you didn't do that.
Well, I guess that's that.
Bro, you streamer?
Alright,
Fine, God, dude, fine.
Oh my god!
Alright, so
I
I will say if you're new, this podcast might be a little bit more lewd than normal, so B17 plus probably.
Oh, stop being lewd. It doesn't help.
Wanna bet?
But anyway, so
if you're wrong, just hurry up and age.
Did you just wink?
Yeah, can you wink at us again? There we go.
I do a lot of stuff.
I can't right now. I can't.
Oh my.
But yeah, so Shibaneta is, I have to be quick because people have to work and stuff, but Shibaneta is one of my favorite anime of all time. I had to put it on my list as number one because literally I have a video with 12 million views of it.
Can't you hear my heartbeat so I can't let you go? Want you in my life.
Nice. I don't want to spoil too much about it because I really think people should watch it and they would enjoy it. It's a very, very lewd anime. It's about this terrorist organization that exists because they live in this world that it's a utopia, but it's really not, because it's in Japan and it's like in the near future, and everyone's super like trying to stop everyone from like doing anything like lewd, and so like they don't have like sex ed in classes. They don't explain like what like being a male and female is. It's just kind of just like do your own thing, and so a lot of kids are misguided and don't know what to do with their life, and so there's this terrorist organization that they'll say all these sexual things and stuff like that because they want people to be like enlightened and be like comfortable with their own bodies and stuff like that. So there's a lot of like humor and really funny jokes.
We must master the self-discipline to shun the temptations that are most lewd.
So what you're saying is you're attempting to clean up school morality because you think it'll help someone fall for you?
Yes, that's it!
My favorite waifu, Anna, she's in that anime, and she appears to be like a normal girl, but she's actually has a lot more than meets the eye to her. She does a lot of crazy things. You can ask Isaac about. Huh?
This is not the girl. Or is this the girl?
No.
Is this
the
waifu?
No, this is just the avatar I have. That I somewhat put together, yeah.
The thing I truly love the most about Anna is how innocent and pure she is. There's no way I can enjoy getting freaky with her if she has no idea what she's really feeling. I'm not interested in defiling her.
Oh good, I found you.
But yeah, she's super cool, and the show it has a lot of really good jokes for mature audiences. So if you're old enough and you like that type of stuff, definitely check it out. It's super good, really, really good.
Are there a lot of episodes or?
I think it's like probably like 20, 16, something like that. So
it's I want to say 13 plus an OVA, so really 14.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
About as short as it can be.
In other words, any action born out of love is fair and just. So the more just I am, the more my chances improve for that beautiful boy to fall head over heels in love with me.
But yeah, Isaac showed me that in college when it was coming out.
Yeah, this is my fault.
So it was super fun. So thank you for showing me that.
That's what you changed Ian's life.
No, he was like this beforehand, Isaac. Don't worry about that. It's really
all right. I feel better hearing that.
No, he was like that in high school. No, don't even try and blame him.
Before that, he was all into sports and stuff, dude. What are you talking about?
He was a total Chad before.
Oh yeah.
I still am.
Ian was a true gym rat when I first met him.
How much did you bench back then? 250?
Easily.
Reps, dude. For reps, what are you talking about?
Nice.
There's going to be some forewarning with this episode. I will also say quite a bit of us, aka the ones who participated, there's going to be quite a bit of mainstream anime because that's kind of the extent of they looked, and 4 of them were all voting. And all right, there's a lot of groupthink here. All right, so
yeah, true.
I have mine.
That happens on a lot of podcasts, to be honest with us. All right, again, tied with 9th. 10 points. It is actually Isaac's number 1. It is CLAANAD, Clanad. I don't know if that's how you say it, but
I think that's right. I'm actually not entirely sure either.
Okay, it's cool.
But yeah, basically, it's there's not really too much to say here. It's just a big old tearjerker. Just that I don't know. I mostly have a tendency to evaluate tearjerkers by how much they made me cry, and that took number 1 spot based on that. It is pretty long, I think, like 50-some episodes.
Dang.
It's not terrible.
But it's it is a good show. Past like the first 3 episodes or so being slow. There's really not too much else to say about it. I mean,
besides go watch it without spoiling everything.
Yeah. Go watch it. Go cry. Have a good time.
Okay.
Everybody needs to go cry once in a while.
True.
Quick question with some of these: is there appropriate site that I could find these on?
Or what do you? Oh, you talking about
No,
for
I'm
that
saying
show?
like if our listeners want to go and watch these, like because they're not just going to be on TV.
If you have,
if
you have
streaming services or something, some way to find them.
If you have Hulu, like the Hulu subscription, you can watch it on there.
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
I didn't mean like appropriate. So I just meant, is there a site I can find it? Like
So what are you
appropriate.
trying to say, Phil? What are you trying to say?
Not gonna. I meant more like, am I not gonna get like, not like I'm gonna have to get like the cops on me or something, like some easy thing I can stream.
Well, we are now for Ian's thing, but.
Oh, I mean.
Oh God. No, I haven't shown everything yet. Hold on.
So let's go to our next one, tied at 9, coming in with 10 points again. This is actually gonna be Jamie's number 1. It's Welcome to the NHK.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this Welcome to the NHK. It's basically a show about a guy. He's moving out on his own, and basically a shut-in. Like, he stays in his place all the time. He doesn't go outside or anything. And the reason is that's because he's afraid of what people might think about him. Originally, he used to go to college, but because he got so afraid of what people were talking behind his back, it was all in his head. He became a shut-in. And the show is basically him trying to just basically live his life, like trying to be less of a shut-in, He ends up meeting a few people. He ends up meeting a girl. He ends up meeting another young man that he used to go to school with. He meets various people, and he just ends up trying to live his life. It is a rather it's kind of depressing, honestly, in a way. So give it a watch if you want to see something that's like. It's kind of depressing. It's just kind of depressing. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can confirm it's quite good.
Yeah, it is good though. It's a good show. I'd recommend it.
How many episodes does this one have?
This one, it should be about 12 episodes? It's like
26.
Or 26.
I think it's 26, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a full season.
Yeah.
So it's up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like a real deep show?
I mean, I wouldn't say deep, but
it's got some nice drama elements. It's kind of like a dark comedy. Well, I don't know if like half drama, half dark comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Next one, we're going in 8th place with 14 points, voted on by 2 people. It was Catan's number 2 and The Mountains number 6. It is very popular, and I believe a movie came out recently, a live action a couple years ago. I'm surprised it's not higher. It is Attack on Titan. Honey, this is another one. I know a lot of people watch this.
Now you're a scholar.
Oh yeah.
I'll let Ian talk more about it, but I mean, it's been a while since I've watched it, but I think I'm like midway through the 2nd season. But I mean, I don't know. I just like it. You fight these humans. I mean, it's pretty good.
You're a scholar for putting this on your list. I'm really surprised that Jamie.
A gentleman and a scholar.
I'm really surprised Jamie and freaking Isaac didn't have it on the list. It's super.
Yeah, I'm just biased against action. That's really it.
I never watched it.
Like I'll fully admit that I'm one of those people.
I never watched it myself, so I can't.
See, I'm like, oh, it's action. It's sweet, awesome.
I've seen an episode. It was actually pretty interesting. Ian showed me. I think it was that lazy character who's really smart. Tricked that one person. Showed how smart he was by tricking that one person. I think he used shadows or something. You said, Ian.
I don't remember what you're talking about. It sounds familiar.
Never mind.
He's making it up.
No, I have one episode.
I've always been interested in it. I just never actually took the time to watch it. But the concept is interesting to me.
Which is, Ian?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What is the concept? We actually never went into the
plot of the show.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get into it. I was just waiting for people to finish. Yeah, Attack on Titan, for viewers back home, really, I think this is the anime that you should try out. Like, if you've never watched anime in your life, I really think you should try Attack on Titan. It's kind of like your gateway in, because it's a good mix of, like, really quality, really well-written characters, and they're coming into this age where pretty much the plot of the first episode, not going too far in, is that they're living in a world within walls, and so it's not like the real world where everyone's connected to every country. Pretty much it's like one huge country that's like hidden in these walls, and there's like different sections of walls. If you go into the very middle one, there's like the really rich and like really like up there people, politicians, stuff like that. and then like the farther down are like the different wage people and stuff like that. And so the people on the outside are like the most like they need the most help. And so anyway, like there's pretty much like life is living good. I think they said there's been like no conflict for like the last like I think it was like 300 years. And then one day this huge like colossal titan comes in and kicks through the front gate and lets all the other titans in. And so like the whole point of the walls was to keep them safe. And then pretty much all hell breaks loose.
Has it really been 5 years? We can do it. Mankind didn't start this fight, but we're gonna finish it.
And a lot of people die, especially in the 5th episode, as people know, but without spoiling. But it's a really like cool concept of like just people fighting this big evil, and you can connect the evil they fight with, kind of like any war. Like imagine like how peaceful it is before, and then everything just completely changes, like the whole life living and things like that. So it's like a really cool show, and like I said, the companionship between the characters, especially Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, is just really respectful and cool. So it's definitely, like I said, if you never watched anime, I have a lot of friends that I've recommended this to, and it was their first one. They got more into anime after that, so it's really good. Like I'm a big fan of like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and all that type of like fun nerd stuff. It's up there in quality, like it really is. It's up there. So definitely worth checking out. in short, without spoiling too much. Yeah.
Apparently, Ian, they're trying to make a live action version of this with the guy who directed the It movie.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh. Well, if it's American made, I don't trust it. They haven't done it.
Yeah, we can't have a bad track record.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do we remind everyone
that live action Death Note was rough?
Oh
yeah, that hurt.
I'm sorry. Don't you remember Dragon Ball Evolution? Anybody?
No,
Anybody?
No. So I'm gonna go on record and say Death Note might be worse if you have seen it.
Oh,
It's
no
so
way.
bad.
I tried not to remember.
Death Note had like one good moment. I think that's more than Dragon Ball Evolution had.
It's just because of what they do. Like the concept, like Death Note, is so good, and they just completely ruin it. So, like Dragon Ball, that's hard to translate to live action. Period. But for that,
was it that you thought it was a little bit better because Dragon Ball Evolution, like it was so bad, but it was somewhat funny in how bad it was?
It was funny in how bad it is. Where Death Note was frustratingly bad.
Yeah.
I'll say with Death Note, at least Death Note had William Dafoe as a Shinigami. That was pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, they should have just like kept him as Willem Dafoe. That would have been way scarier.
But we'll move on because we might be talking about Death Note later. So we're going to go into number 7 with 17 points. Max put it at number 3. Vitamin J put it at number 6, and D3 put it at number 7. It is a very popular card game that came out. I think it's the inferior card game to the other one. It is Yu-Gi-Oh!
How many points?
17. It's time to duel.
Sweet. Well, again, my anime watching is pretty basic, but I don't have much unique watching experience. But with Yu-Gi-Oh, we watched that. I think it came out when we were like in 6th grade, and we loved it right away. We collected all the cards, which, by the way, the best card is Blue Eyes White Dragon. I won't hear any differently, Jake.
False.
I'm sorry. What blasphemy just came out your mouth?
Dragon, best card.
He's talking nonsense. Don't.
It's an inferior card game. So
look, we're not.
Okay, first of all, even though I hate the show, Pokemon's a better card game. Also, I'm gonna say it. Magic is 5 times better card game.
True.
The Gathering's a lot better.
All right,
you're right.
I've only ever played Magic once in my life, and I can confirm.
Thank you. Smart man right there.
I played Magic one time as well, and I was thoroughly confused the whole time.
Same.
The person explaining it to you just he doesn't breathe when he talks, so you got a lot of information at once.
Plus, when I was playing it with them, and I played Yu-Gi-Oh, so I knew the rules of it, and like the rules are nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm like, I can't follow.
It's so much better if you play Ian. And for you Magic fans, you just got to know: have a flyer or somebody with reach.
So you
Magic
can
fans,
stop.
they'll know what I'm talking about.
Because I
You're good.
love to use flying. Okay, it's a good concept, and also blue is super fun in Magic. Being such a troll, so Phil's been on the other end of those cards a bit.
Let me tell you
Hey,
something
you
about
can go back to Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry. Yeah, it's
Let me
actually
tell you how
If
big.
anyone hasn't watched it, it basically is about a child has his grandfather kidnapped, and I think his grandfather.
He didn't have his grandfather kidnapped. You know,
is killed.
No, he's kidnapped.
Is he killed?
He's kidnapped. He's
No,
sent
he
to the
was
Shadow
kidnapped,
Realm.
and his soul was put into a card.
And then anyways, he has to save his grandfather, and there's a shadow realm and everything, and then there's magical pieces of jewelry that he has to collect.
The
And he
Millennium
turns
Puzzles.
into an
Sir.
old
Yeah,
Egyptian guy.
Millennium
He turns into an old Egyptian guy.
Now, Phil, let me explain how big of nerds we are. They had a maze card that turned the whole battlefield to a maze. We created our own maze.
Yo.
And drew it and everything.
Oh,
I don't remember that, but that sounds like something we would do.
I don't know. I can't confirm that, but I can confirm that I actually was such a loser that I would sit there while we were dueling and would say to myself, "Heart of the cards," and think I was going to pull out the magical card that I needed.
Well, you have to do heart of the cards if you're losing.
Sometimes you just got to do it in cards.
It never worked. It was false. It never worked.
It worked for Yugi.
Yeah, I know, but it never worked for me.
Also, Max, you didn't know how to cheat properly. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I knew you cheated. I knew it.
Speaking of cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's this video I saw like a few days ago of someone. I guess there was like some tournament where the players are on camera, and this person like he was shown normal examples of him cheating. Like he would keep sliding when he would find a card that he liked, he would like do a quick hand motion to slide the card to the top of his deck, and he would like just sneakily look at the other person's deck. It's pretty funny. He's just so
I didn't
blatant
even know
with his
people still
cheating.
played it.
Yeah,
know that
of
was
course.
still-
Oh yeah, when he and I were at camp, people had all types of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
And,
I regret giving all mine away.
and Pegasus was a great villain, you know. His voice,
was.
the English dub voice, I think was an excellent job. They did an excellent job on that.
I will say this show, like, I've done a couple of memes on my YouTube channel, IanLesbian. You can check it out. But yeah, there's a lot of memes with it. Like when I used to play with Phil, like different games at camp. We used to work at a Christian camp. We played this game called Settlers of Catan, and I would still troll, and I'd be like, when I draw like from the special pile, I'd be like, I draw. And then when I wanted to make a settlement, I would be like, I sacrifice a sheep, a piece of wood, or whatever the other ones were, just the troll Phil and other people
You
there.
should have said you activated my trap card.
Oh, I did.
Oh, no, he said that before. I think it was a Magic. He said that, and he was announcing like all his moves, and I'm like, Ian, is this necessary? He's like,
Yeah.
You have to say it. You have to do it.
Yeah. I mean, now I just love how in the show, the first season, they just disregard all the rules. You can just put in a summon skull Dark Magician with no sacrifice.
Yeah.
You just summon a blue-eyed white dragon, which usually takes 2 monster sacrifices. Just put them all
Nah.
in the
First season, no problem.
Everything you guys are saying way up over here.
Yu-Gi-Oh was cool. I don't care what you say.
I'm not saying it wasn't cool. I just am like, woo. I played Magic. And this just. I tried Yu-Gi-Oh twice. I think the person who tried to explain didn't explain well because I was so lost.
It's not
because
that
I got Magic, and I don't know.
No,
Catan, maybe you could tell me which one's harder, Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic.
Magic.
No, definitely Yu-Gi-Oh. I would definitely say
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh is basic. If you can't get Yu-Gi-Oh, you're not gonna get
New Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know when you guys have last seen the game, but it is a completely different game.
It's a monster
since,
now.
Like ever since at least 2010, but it just gets weirder and weirder.
There's
you just memorize your combos, do your thing, hope they can't interrupt.
It's a lot more complicated though now.
See, I was also used to Pokemon at that time of the cards of I just say the card, here's the attack, no trap cards, I'm hiding this one on an island. I was like, what is this? I also never watched the show, so that also affected my Yu-Gi-Oh play.
Well, I'll say after the Egyptian God cards, I was done.
Let's before we end up with Yu-Gi-Oh, I want people to tell me their favorite cards if they have one. Jacob, what's yours?
I I was a I was a casual. So my favorite as a kid was Dark Magician because that was Yugi's favorite.
Ian, did you have one?
I really like Time Wizard.
Time Wizard, nice.
Time Wizards were good. I mean,
RNG?
if I was to go with something that's not Dark Magician, then probably Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Nice.
Dark Magician Girl.
And just like you did, I'll play another Dark Magician. Say hello to Dark Magician Girl.
Of course. Of course. I knew someone was going to say it. It was just a matter of who.
Nice, very nice. And then,
I also really
Hunter?
like the Toon World was also good back then.
Did you have a favorite?
Hunter, you there? Hunter?
We'll skip.
Okay.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay.
You like pot of
He's
gold.
out of this.
You like pot
He's
of
out of
gold.
this. All right. So we're going to go to number 6. Coming in with 19 points. Max, D3, put this at number 4. Vitamin J, put this at number 8. And The Mountain, put this at number 9. It was a prequel to a very popular show we all watch as kids, or most of us, featuring the life of a young Kakarot, or Goku, and his adventures with Krillin and Bulma as they learn the way of Dragon Ball. Also, never mind, I'll save it for later.
I put this on here because, again, I don't have much experience, but also I was simply not going to put GT, so I put Dragon Ball.
No.
No one ever puts GT down.
I was saying, another thing I like about Dragon Ball is before everybody became so overly powered, it was more, down to earth. Like, Goku even lost to General Tao in this series. You rarely see Goku get decimated like that.
That's only because he's a child.
He's a child, but an alien child that's super strong,
Never mind. You rarely see Goku get decimated, but I saw multiple times Vegeta got
Vegeta
decimated.
When does Vegeta? We'll get to Dragon Ball Z, but when does Vegeta not get?
I mean,
so Goku's power level apparently gets to into quintillions.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, now
At some point, yeah. There's one that says, at least on the Dragon Ball wiki, it says he got to 900 quintillion. Super Saiyan Blue Goku Kaioken times 10.
Well, that's not even Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that would be Ultra Instinct is 5 sextillion.
So if you ever saw Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they do a great job pointing out how power levels are meaningless.
Oh my god.
Because with that much,
That's hilarious. Their abridged version's hilarious.
Oh, it is
yes,
phenomenal.
Absolutely, it's top tier.
First
Very
season,
good.
We'll talk more about Dragon Ball Z later, but in the first season, Goku's at 9,000 or whatever. So I mean, now we're in quintillion, sextillion.
Now, so back to Dragon Ball. I did like how it pretty much explains how Goku knows everyone starting in Dragon Ball Z. I love how it shows that Piccolo started as a villain, same with Tien, Chaozu. All these people that are now Goku's close friends. They used to be his enemy. I think it's pretty cool. And then Krillin was just a jerk to Goku.
Oh yeah, whole different Krillin. He's so nice. When you see him in Dragon Ball, you're like, whoa, this is.
Forget Krillin. This dude wasted a wish. This dude wasted a wish with the Dragon Balls to get some hair.
Yeah,
it's a good wish.
Is that a waste?
Had that hair.
Is that actually
is that a waste, Max? Is that a waste?
As several of us, part of the
as a balding
Bald
man, would you say it's a waste now?
Not think about it?
I think I could think of something better.
I mean, it wouldn't just not be in the back of our minds. I'm not saying we wish it, but would it not be in the back of our minds for a second? Maybe if I get my full head of hair.
And also, in Dragon Ball, how for the most part it was Goku trying to win the World's Martial Art Tournament. It wasn't just him fighting the next big bad villains. Him trying to win the tournament, getting stronger. He lost to Master Roshi in disguise.
Yeah, I do like the low key nature of it.
And also, he did have the tail. They kind of had that whole thing. That was kind of cool. Anybody else got any other thoughts?
It's a really good show. If I had cable, I would have watched them more. But the what I've seen is really up there in quality. Definitely check it out. It's a really good show.
There was a tie. In 4th place, coming in with 24 points. The first one we're going to go ahead and talk about is Vitamin J, put it number 2. 3 put it number 3. The Mountain put it number 4. Pretty popular one, I've heard of it. It's Cowboy Bebop.
Another fantastic show from our childhood. everyone loves Spike. Who could not love that guy? He's just the epitome of cool. Granted, I did find it fun. The creator of Cowboy Bebop, he stated that he purposely made Spike look uncool, so whenever he did something cool, it made it look even more cool. What he said.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him look like a loser.
It's a Netflix TV show.
Yeah, the live action.
I hear we're not supposed to talk about that.
Has anybody actually seen that? I've seen a few episodes.
I saw the first episode.
No. Is it any good?
If you like Bebop, you won't like it.
I won't like it.
That's not a good endorsement.
Okay, so don't watch.
Maybe someone who doesn't know anything about Cowboy Bebop might like. Even then, the acting just isn't that great anyway.
My favorite episode was like the Pierrot LeFou, however you pronounce his name. That was my favorite episode of the series. I thought he was just a cool villain.
I don't know, because I like most episodes. I mean, it's not long. It's only like 26 episodes long.
Yeah, 26 episodes.
No, I like it's a anime like Western style. It's just a lot. Like Spike is cool.
Like I said, and it's a quick, easy watch. It's not like One Piece where you got 1,000.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. I think you can watch that anime. I know the TV series, the live action. I think the anime is as well. So, because I've rewatched it recently. But yeah, no, this was one of our first introductions to anime growing up, and this ended up being one of my favorites.
Without doubt.
Bill, have you seen Bebop? I guess not.
No, I saw like a second of it. My college roommate used to love that show. He used to always have it on, but I don't really know much about it. He tried to get me to watch it, but I don't know. I was always doing other things.
Outer space westerns, like a good way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. So the next one we're going to talk about is another one pretty mainstream. It's from a Japanese manga series, like probably a lot of these are. It came in also with 24 points. Max voted at number 7. Vitamin J voted at number 3. D3 voted at number 5. And The Mountain voted at number 5. It is Yu Yu Hakusho. Hakusho, which you'll see a trend because 4 people from this group all lived in the same household.
Oh, man.
Bias.
And we all watched Toonami or Adult Swim, whichever one it was.
Yeah, it's whatever they had.
Yeah.
No, but
everybody knows he had a little finger gun.
Yeah, so I liked it because it tells a story about Yusuke, and he was like, he was like a bratty teenager, and then like he dies because he tries to save a kid from getting hit by a car, and then he goes to the afterlife, and they call him a spirit detective, and then he basically investigates cases with like demons and stuff. So, and then like at the beginning, it was much better than it ended. The way it ended, because at the beginning it seemed like near the end it just got more. They didn't focus so much on like the storytelling, just did like action.
Yeah, because they did like a tournament near the end where he actually lost. You would think the main character would win, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
The whole pacing of it was just really bizarre as well for the very end.
Yeah.
I like the beginning more than the end.
Exactly. Yeah, I like the beginning. I like so much. That's why I put it so high. But I mean, I've seen the whole thing several times. It's really good. I don't know. I think you might be able to stream this on Netflix too. I can't remember. But.
Yeah, maybe Hulu. One of them. One of
them's got it. Yeah, I watched it a few months ago again.
I feel if you notice, most of the animes I put on my list are more the hand drawn, less computerized animes.
I kind of noticed
more
that.
stylized to get. I don't know why less a fan I am.
His favorite movies are black and white, so
I like hand-drawn animation.
We've talked about it also in cartoons. You once said something about that too.
I prefer hand-drawn animation.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It does look better.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.